today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff, Caden Durham. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Safe completion on the screen. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. This matchup, two teams in the top 5, just sort of whets the appetite for what we're going to see in the playoff, guys.
The selection committee is watching this one very closely because, David, both of these teams are easily talented enough to win it all, but only one can walk out of here with a dub.
And what does it do? It sets up the seeding, right? It sets up the buys. It sets up the whole future of the college football playoff. And I think you want to punctuate that. You want to leave a lasting impression late in the season on the committee and show them, like, hey, we're the best in the country.
Looking for a crease. It's Berry. And he'll be brought down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right, and if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
Might as well stick with him. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it with Caden Durham. Next, going for the goal line. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Now on the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the 1st drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities, I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking for room, it's Smothers. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to the back. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. A give to Brown. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Manning. Fires quickly. Might have a chance. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They knock him down right there.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Caught! He gets it in! Touchdown, Longhorn! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And there he goes. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Texas offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding open areas. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. He's got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Down and 1, and they'll go for it. Fourth down, Manning. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. By the end of the day, one of these 2 teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have 2 teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts.
Leak. Punch. Eagle.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Not much of a decision to make. There's the defense will move him back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. Still on his feet at the 35. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
The run inside. It's Durham. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They punted away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Using his legs, it's Berry. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Levin. They're setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Run in the red zone, it's Berry. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Timeout taken by Texas, it's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown LSU! And they add 6 more to the forward with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something we practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 16 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Michigan State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Arch is going to throw for it. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Manning. Fires to the middle. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Here's Manning to throw. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Gonna take a shot. And the misconnection on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One more time, it's Brown. Crosses the 30. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Taking it the other way. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
running the red zone. It's Berry. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That's his third score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. To throw, Manning. Snagged out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He wants to go deep. Pass is broken up downfield, and look who's there, the linebacker covering serious ground.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Throwing Manning. Fires to the right. Got his man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties.
Booster!
Manning. Here's a heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Defense in press coverage. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Berry. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The give on the counter. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Here's Arch to throw. He's got him. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. And they got him. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Booster! Slide! Under! Ready, go!
Third down from the gun, Manning. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Red pass, it's complete. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. On the run, it's Berry. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll run it again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Caught. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Got a 1st down. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive and now in business near midfield at the 49.
Black 14. Freeze, freeze. Level. Freeze. Level. Go.
Arch is going to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.